on my way to see a school play. I wanted to see it anyway, but it's required. He canceled 2 classes. What we have to do is go see the school play and write a paper on it. Since I've been back in school, it's like sometimes I say to myself, "What was you thinking at 65 years of age? What was you really thinking?" But you know what? I just heard about a lady who just got her degree and she was in her 80s. And you see, that goes to show you it's not over till he says it's over. As long as you take care of yourself, I think. And I think also it has something to do with your aura. As long as you treat people kind and good and you think positive and you don't let the negative take control, I think that has a lot to do with longevity. I think that also has a lot to do with just how you feel about yourself in general. I'm still trying to wrap my head around the fact that I'm 65. Now, I'm not narcissistic or anything, but I think I look pretty damn good for 65 years of age. Y'all young people think that we done after we get a certain age. Nah. I think your life really doesn't really begin to blossom and stuff until you're sometimes in your 40s. I had a good life. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm content on where I am because I know right now that's where God wants me to be. He'll take me further when he's ready, when he thinks I'm ready, but I know it's going to happen. But yeah, for real, I'm 65 years old. July, look, Hardy, I got a few little gray hairs. My hair's all messed up now, and where's my brush? I didn't even bring my damn brush. Or did I? Nope. But anyway, I'm not vain. But yeah, 65 years of age, and I'll be 66 in July. Do you believe that? 66 years of age. But my life is, oh man. There's that says your latter years will be greater than your former years. Your latter years will be greater than your former years. And I am having the time of my life. I've never been so happy. I'm not rich. I'm not poor. I'm comfortable. And if more comes, I'll welcome it, as anyone would. But I'm doing what I want to do. I'm really happy because I'm into the arts. I was a nurse practitioner for 35 years, maybe 35 years. And I loved my job. I was good at what I did. And I pursued the arts on a part-time basis because it wasn't paying me as well as the medical field was paying me. But then it came a time where, according to someone from a human resources department, I was no longer marketable. First of all, healthcare is a business now. Most hospitals and institutions, they say they're not for non-profit. They're non-profit, but they closed my clinic, and I still had a lot of life left in me. A lot of work left in me, I thought. But 2014, they closed my clinics and then told me I had to reapply. After all those years I had put in with that particular institution, I had to reapply to a business unit. And of course, I didn't get called. And then, someone told me that works in a human resources said, the deal is you're no longer marketable after a certain age. I don't know why employers would rather hire somebody new that they got to break in and you don't have nearly as much experience as I do. But anyway, that's the way the system works. And then how much longevity am I going to give the company? At the time I was 63 years old. Yeah, 63. Was I 63? 2014? Yeah, 2014 I was 63, I believe. Yeah, and I bet you this makes you think I can't count. Well, right now, I can. Let me see. All right, let me 60. All right, 2014. This is 2017. I'll be 66. 2016, I was 65. 2015, I was 64. 2014, I was 63. Yeah, I was right. Shoot. Doubted myself. That's what we do a lot. Something, we doubt ourselves. But anyway, like I do theater, and I did it part-time, but that was my first love. I really loved it, but that did not put bread and butter on the table. I did go out to LA for a while, but I was a mama's boy. I was, I loved my family so much. I don't know, but I came back home because my mom got sick, and I never made it back to California. But God has blessed me. In my old age, I'm working. I'm a working actor. I am actually a working actor. I'm going to be in several productions. I'm booked all the way up until June. This is actually April right now, but I've been booked all the way up to June since December of last year. I knew what I'd be doing all the way up to June, and I had to turn down a couple things, but that's the blessing of God, like I never gave up on my dreams. And I got a feeling that there's more. I know that there's more. I'm claiming more. I keep striving. I'm back in school full time. Made the dean's list. Why couldn't I do stuff when I was in high school or college? Yeah, I made the dean's list. And so I only got a couple more courses and I'll be done. Some people say, what the hell are you going to do with an associate degree at your age? You got to go back and get your bachelor's degree in theater if you even want to teach. But it's for my own enhancement. I'm a working actor already. I'm in Screen Actors Guild. I'm in the American Guild of Musical Artists, AGMA. I'm going to be doing a show about Josh Gibson called The Summer King at the Benham Center, April 29th, May 2nd, 4th, 5th, and 7th. Yeah. And then I'm going to do a show called Lotto. And then I want to take a little break. Believe it or not. It's a job. People just don't realize it's a job. It's our craft and we love doing it, but it is a job. And sometimes, for me, I can't say everybody else, I need a little break. I don't get a chance to spend the time with my little sister like I want to. I take her with me. I try to take her with me everywhere to rehearsals, and they allow it. They know her in this town, and they know that she's my little sister, and they welcome her. But she's getting to the point where that's not her thing. It's my thing. It's not her thing. So she don't really want to go no more. Just sit there and watch me on stage or watch us rehearse or whatever. She comes to the performances and she seems to enjoy it, but she don't want to go through that rehearsal process. But it's a job, and so I want to spend a little bit more time with her. I want to take the summer off so that we can do some of the things. I'm a family man. Me, my little sister, my Aunt Patty, who's her official caregiver. She's in a waivers program because she's special needs. She comes every day, 8 hours a day, and then my brother-in-law, unfortunately, he's suffering from terminal cancer.
Well, I hope you enjoy Blake
Cancer of the
Aaron's
prostate.
live performance in our
Brothers,
Sirius XM studios, all part of Watercolors, celebration of Jazz Appreciation Month. Tune in again tomorrow, Friday at noon Eastern, for live performance
I don't know
from Jazz
what
Fusion
the
keyboardist Jeff Weber,
excuse is
featuring
that
Jimmy
we
Haslett
don't
and
do
Andy
this.
Vinson.
The prostate
It's Jazz
cancer is,
Appreciation Month with live music all this week
it kills
from our
more
Sirius
African
XM
American
Performance
men
Theater.
than
I'm
any
Tony
other
Coulter.
type of cancer.
There's something new from
It's
Patrick
crazy.
Lamb. You'll also hear from Norman Brown.
We got to get checked,
From the
and it
Paradise
doesn't
album,
necessarily have to be
He's
the
Getting G
digital.
with Malibu Dreams.
A lot of people are worried
All
about,
Watercolors.
somebody taking the finger and putting it up their butt. There's a joke said they're afraid they might like it or something. But all jokes aside, you got to get checked. I'm a prostate cancer survivor. By the grace of God, I'm a prostate cancer survivor, yes. And but I found it early where they were able to, I'm cancer free right now. It was like a new lease on life for me, so that's why I decided to live my life. But anyway, You got to get checked, brothers. You got to get checked. I say over 40 and over. You know, I might even be younger than I don't know what the guidelines are now, but it was 40 and over. Some of them said 50 and over, but I think it should be 40 and over. And I try to tell the males in my family, the younger generation coming up, after they reach a certain age, you know, you got to get checked. And then, I talk about some of the symptoms of BPH or benign prostatic hypertrophy. Things to watch for. Men, as we get older, things going to change. That's something you just got to deal with. You know, it's something that's going to happen because we're getting older, and you got to come to grips with that. A lot of brothers have a problem with that. Got all that goddamn Viagra and Cialis and all those drugs that you take into your body, and although it gives you that temporary fix, what are the side effects to that medication? What is it doing to your body? Anything that you take into the body that is not something that is natural, is there's going to be some type of adverse effect on the human body. That's not, come on. You know, like some of it's physiological, but there's a lot of it that's psychological, because sometimes we think when we reach a certain age, our libido might not be as strong as it used to be, but you know, like, unless it's a physiological problem, you should still be able to function. You know, have them check your testosterone level. Have them do that. Maybe your testosterone is low. Yeah, there's lots of reasons. So, you know, have your doctor check that. Come on. You know, plan on being around here a long time. I plan on being around as long as I can. You know, I'm going to try to make a millennial. You know, I'm going to try, and I want to have my right mind and be able to at least function independently. But the most important thing is I want my mind. I want my mind. So you got to keep your mind sharp. You know, and like one way of me doing that is going back to school. You know, I'm retired. I don't want to sit back at home in a rocking chair and remember the days going by. The days gone by, they gone. They gone. You ain't gonna get those back no more. You know, so might as well get used to that. You know, you got to look ahead. You know, what are you gonna do now? You know, and then you got to think positive. I think things into existence. You know, and it's like, sometimes, like, if there's something that I want and I just visualize myself in that part or something. And a lot of times I'm pretty confident in the roles that I'm going to get. I know when I'm not going to get something, and I don't get upset. Because, you know, like, I just look at it as this. You know, like, there's lots of actors out there, great actors, much better actors than me. But if they get a part, be glad for them. That was meant for them. You know, if you get a part, then, you know, you can be glad for yourself. That means that it was meant for you. But don't be jealous and don't hate. So when I don't get a part, I say, okay, well, that was not meant for me. God didn't have that in the plans, but mine is coming eventually. That's how you gotta think. You can't think, oh man, I didn't get the part. You know, all you can do is the best that you can do. You know, and be happy with who you are and where you are, knowing that you're going to grow. Every day is an opportunity. I don't care how old she is. You know, is an opportunity to learn something new. You know, and listen to some of these young people. Some of these young people are intelligent. I mean, I don't know whether in my generation some of us was that smart. These young people, some of them are smart if they would just take that intelligence and use it in a positive way. Anyway, I'm just rambling on and on and on and on. But I'm here. The name of the play that I think that's what I started out talking about. It's called The Pillow Man. I'm a full-time student at CCAC South in their theater program. I should graduate in the fall. There was 2 courses that was not offered in the spring, so I got to take in the fall. You hear that music? I love that music. Yeah. Mellow, yeah. Anyway, peace. Signing off.